Next lesson, this is very small topic, limit, right? We talked about in the lesson 1 where if a table has 100 millions, if you say select star from employee, most probably you won't be able to see those records on your computer for different reasons, right? So let's say you have a table of millions of rows. You want to say select star from the table. You don't want to write anywhere condition because you don't know like how many rows it will send. For the development, you always tend to see 10 rows or 100 rows, right? So that you get a feeling of how the data is stored in the table. So for that reason, we have a command called limit, right? It's like it will limit the number of rows returned to you from this particular select statement. So there's a slight difference in the syntax between 4 DB platforms. So limit is the keyword used in MySQL and Postgres. For Oracle, it's fetch, and for MS SQL Server, it's top. So here MS SQL Server, it says select top this from. So it is saying select 10 top 10 rows. You will see the sample top 10 rows with these columns from this table. Here it says limit, right? So meaning is same, just the syntax is different. So it is especially useful for performance optimization and retrieving sample data. We had already talked about. Limit is commonly used in combination with select statement. Yeah, limit clause is used to restrict the number of rows returned by a SQL query. So here this is an example. I have an employee table with 10 employees, but I don't want to see all the 10 rows. I want to see only 5 rows, right? So this is the syntax for Postgres and MySQL. I say select star from org employee limit 5. Okay. So even in your development, if you have thousands of rows, like you would notice that it's going to take a couple of seconds or like half a minute, sometimes. So it is a good practice of using limit when you're doing a database development. Okay, so here it's fetching the top 5 rows from the employee table. Now there is a little bit of twist, or I would say a different flavor of the same limit command. uh, what I'm saying is offset. Offset is like omit, keep aside, something like that, right? Offset, you don't consider those rows. So that's what this is. I'm telling give me 6 rows, limit 6 rows, but offset 3. uh, like start these 6 rows after third row, so it will be picking 4 5 6 7 8 9. That's what you see here. So this same meaning here, you say offset 3 rows, fetch next 6 rows. This is like more very close to our English. Okay, right? And then here I think this is the same syntax. Yeah. Okay. So this is like offset, but offset is used, let's say whenever you have used a web application, either your banking or whatever, right? So you see the grid data in your application, to see your transactions or your bank account transactions or your orders, right? So you would see that mostly it's restricted to 10 rows or 20 rows. If you have thousands of orders, they are not going to show you 1,000 orders on your computer, on your screen in your mobile app, because performance reasons, right? So to show those 10 rows, because you are in page 1, you see 10 rows, you are in page 2, you see 10 rows. So you use this technique at that point. Okay. So if you are in page 2, you will say limit 10, offset 10. That means it will start from 11th row and it will bring 11 to 20. So that's what this technique is. It is called pagination in software terminology. Page 1, page 2, page 3. Okay, and then here is yeah. So whenever see, this is the table inserted as employee 1 2 3 4 5 until 10. Okay, but the last name is like here we have Bush, B Biden, and then Trump, Obama, and then C. Concentrate on the first characters of this last name, because mostly whenever you see list names, it's ordered by something, either by the salary or by the name or by the email or by the city, something. So here I am trying to order by last name. So what happens is whatever the characters from A to Z, this last name is organized depending on positions of the characters in alphabetical order. So here B, it's we don't have any last name starting with A, that's why it starts with B here. Then we have names with C, F, and so on. So this is, so what happens, the SQL query, it will execute the first 3 lines. Okay, it will say it will order by last name. You see this employee IDs, how they are shuffled around, and even this other columns will be shuffled along corresponding to this last name here. Okay, and then it will apply the limit to say that okay, you have already sorted it, now give me top 4 from here. It will bring this top 4, right? So it doesn't mean that it will pick 4 and try to sort by last name in this 4. No, it will perform the entire query, whatever. There might be a query for 10 lines or 20 lines, the whole query is performed, and at the last this limit is applied. Okay, so that's the meaning of this query.